Welcome back, everyone. I am Error, and today I did something that I don't normally do, but I thought would be kind of fun. I bought this big box of magic cards off Facebook Marketplace. Met somebody up. Took a very brief look through. I didn't really look too much in there. There were a couple things that led me to believe that there might be a couple of goodies in there, though. So took a chance, and I thought I'd open it up on the channel and see what we get. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's take a look and see what was in there. So first thing is one of these holiday gift box set things, and this is pretty much full. So I think it's a lot of commons and uncommons, but there are definitely rares and mythics in there as well. And then the other thing that we have is we have a lot of these little packets, I guess, rubber banded together. Now, one of the things that really drew me here is there is a fair amount of revised and older stuff. I mean, you see Fallen Empires here, which obviously Fallen Empires isn't very good. All of this may be my favorite card in the set, other than like Hymn to Turok, but there are some older cards in here, so we might get lucky and find something. So I think that's where we should start. So I'm not expecting to hit, you know, like a dual land or anything like that. That would be really cool, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, let's take a look and see what kind of stuff we do have. So let's see here. Just love the artwork on a lot of these old cards. Like, you just don't see this kind of stuff anymore. Steel Artifact. I think that's an uncommon, but it's still a really cool card. You got Tim there. Unstable Mutation. I never really gave this card the credit it was due back in the day, but this was actually a pretty powerful card. We got some jumps in. There's another Steel Artifact. Reconstruction, which is pretty cool. Life Tap. We got Merfolk, Sea Serpent. Animate Artifact. That card was pretty cool. Ornithopter, Obsidious Golem, Library of Lang, Brassman, Throne of Bone. This is, I mean, it's really gross, but this is like one of my favorite artworks from back in the day. Like, I mean, the card itself was fairly solid. Like, you couldn't move it. Like, it's just, you put it down and it's never going away. But like, that artwork, that's really neat. Basalt Monolith, that's pretty good. This is one of the ones that I saw in the picture that was posted online, and this is kind of what got me interested. So I don't think it's more than a few bucks, but Basalt Monolith is super good. Sarah Angel, that's really awesome. Original artwork. Circle of Protection, got a few of those in there. Disenchant. Conversion. That card's just really annoying. I really didn't like playing cards like this, but they're very powerful, especially if you go up against monocolor. Right. Nothing super crazy yet. Basalt Monolith is pretty nice. Gloom's a good card. Kind of falls into that same category. But for whatever reason, I liked Gloom better than some of the other ones, probably because it didn't have an upkeep. So Dark Ritual, that's cool. Drain Life. So it seems like it's mostly commons and uncommons here for the revised stuff. But let's see, got a couple other stacks here, so we'll see what we end up with. Now, it would be awesome if there was a dual land in here, but again, I don't think there is. Is that... Was there like a darker revised swamp, or is that unlimited? I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of price difference in basic lands, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look into that. I have a feeling that that's just like a darker printing, because the rest of these are revised for sure. And I feel like I remember that from playing back in the day, that there was one swamp that was really dark. Some islands. You know, there's a lot of basic lands in here, and I think these are pretty cool. Like, I think I might actually put some of these in decks. We got Mr. Bean here. Fireball, Reddit. We got some, I mean, we've got some good commons and uncommons. Definitely Curdape, that's pretty sweet. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting the idea here. Commons and uncommons. Like, really, obviously, I'm hoping to hit a dual land or, you know, Wheel of Fortune or Mana Vault or Demonic Tutor. Like, those are really what I was hoping for, but this is more kind of what I expected. Okay, so there's a rare. Chaos Lace, that's like, you know, one of the worst ones, but it's a rare. So, you know, we got that going for us. Let's see what else we got. Castle, Circle of Protection, Jump. Lots of jumps and flights. That's actually not bad. Like, that card's played in Merfolk. This might actually be pretty decent. I don't know what that's worth, but I think that's gonna be okay. That's a rare too. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Contract from Below. That's kind of cool. Anti-cards. You don't ever see those anymore, obviously. Savannah Lions, Will-o'-the-Wisp. Okay. Are we back to basic lands now, though? I think we might be back to basic lands. They're cool looking, though. I still like having... Okay, so here's more darker forests. Are they all the same artwork? Yeah, there must have just been one that was darker. Okay, well... We had like 6 or 7 rares in there, so that's not too bad. We could still be surprised at something in here. Hand of Justice. This card's just really cool. Like, it's not overpowered, obviously, but you don't really see that ability on white ever. I don't know. I think this card's cool. Fallen Empires is one of those sets where, like, the cards themselves kind of sucked. But, like, I think the artwork is just some of the best they've ever printed. I just absolutely love the artwork of Fallen Empire. Sim to Turok, that's nice. Again, I don't think it's worth anything, but it's a cool card. Goblin Grenade, yeah, that's awesome. I think didn't they reprint this in something? Like, Conspiracy, maybe? Oh, hold on. This was, did you see it in the spear there? The name Mike. Anyway, Goblin Grade's fun. Okay, that's a rare, I think, technically. So, all right, nothing too crazy yet. I think that about does it for the revised. So, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's see what else we can find. So we got some 9th edition. Are these all 9th edition in this bundle? Is that what's going on? Oh, yeah. 9th edition, 8th edition. Tree Monkey. That's funny. Oh, 7th edition. Okay, Reprisal. Enormous Baloth. Okay. Oh, we're back into revised a little bit there with Orcish Artillery. That card, every time they've printed this, like at least in limited, this card is really good. Like that 3 damage is almost always worth it. Okay, nothing real good so far. Wonder's a good card. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's a good card. Sacred Mesa, Time Shifted. Okay. It's a very strange mix. Like, I wonder where all this, like, came together from. Alright, is this going to be Mercadian Masks, then? What's going to be in here? Okay, so these are lands. Okay, some cycling lands. Interesting. Ristic Cave. Interesting. Oh, Tainted Isle, I like that. Tower of the Magistrate. I actually recently got kind of hosed playing against this in Commander a little while ago. Foil Shadowmoor Forest, Invasion Swamp. Okay, we've got some foil lands in here. That's kind of neat. Fertile Ground, Blinding Light, Mountain. Decent amount of older foils. Ooh, that's a cool island. Love it. We got some tokens. Okay, clues, emblems. Neat. Okay. We have Nissa, Nixilis, Pyromania. Okay. Well, that's cool. I really like foils in the old card frame, so sure. Now let's see what this is. We're going to try to work our way from the oldest to the newest here. Hibernation. That card's annoying. Some 6th edition. Oh, Wild Growth. I love that art. I think that's the best art for Wild Growth. I think that's the Ice Age one, even though I think this is from Beatdown or something, but... Okay, what is this? 4th edition, 7th edition. We're all over the place. I think that's probably 5th edition. Segovian Leviathan. Man, oh man. This is just lousy with Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. I'm going to pull out all the Merfolk of the Pearl Trident when we're done here, and I'm going to see how many we have, because it's going to be like 15 or 20 of those stupid things. Like, man, oh man. Good thing we have that Lord of Atlantis. Otherwise, they'd be worthless. Okay. We're into some Shadows over Innistrad, I think. Okay, and some Kaladesh. These all seem to be uncommons, huh? Okay. Ixalan block, back to Kaladesh block. Okay. Well, I hope the box is going to be better than this, because we haven't hit a whole lot in here, other than those couple few revised rares, but I don't think those are going to be totaling up to too darn much. The foils were cool, too. I like hitting that foil pocket. All right, these are all commons, I guess. Black commons. I had a look through the box, and I definitely did see a fairly decent amount of rares and mythics in there, so I'm hoping like a lot of the commons and uncommons are out here in these piles, and once we start getting into there, we'll hit some good stuff. All right, we got some guild gates, some sanctuaries, Cataxian probe, faithless looting, skull crack, rank. Okay, okay, okay. So those are some kind of cool cards. Uncommons, but good ones. Hasn't been completely horrible so far. Boy, lots of thrill kill assassins. Oh man, we started hitting mirrored and stuff in there. I was hoping for some ether vials or something. That would have been sweet. That would have been perfect. All right. All right, we got some RTR block stuff here. Looks like it's all commons, maybe some uncommons. But yeah, pretty much commons from the set where even the rares weren't worth anything. Probably not going to find much in here. I mean, again, they're not bad uncommons. Is it charm, etc.? But, you know, they're still uncommons. All right. Almost done with this stuff, and then we're going to move on to the box and see what I can find in there. I think that's where we're really going to hit our value. Hope we're going to hit our value. Servo schematic, geez. River Hoopo. Okay, sure. That's kind of a weird card. Weldfast Engineers up the waz. Geez. Okay. All right. Yep. So that was a lot of commons and uncommons. So let's move on to the main event here. Now it seems like this is going to be organized by color. Because they even have little, I'll show you, they even have little dividers in here where you've got green and blue and etc., etc. But let's just start right here and see what we're looking at. I think these look like maybe some tokens and stuff, which don't have a great value, but I really like tokens. I like collecting tokens, so a lot of these I don't have. I kind of miss this. I stepped back from the game for a little while in this general area, in this time frame, so I guess that's cool to have some of these. Plus, the advantage of having a lot of tokens around is when you start playing cards that produce tokens, you actually have the correct ones. It's cool. I like emblems too. Yeah, all right. So those are just tokens and an emblem. These are just rules inserts. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, rules inserts. All right, let's take a look at this next stack here. All right, just okay. Okay. It's kind of cool foil. Teamer Charm. Humble the Brute. Okay. Oath of Gideon. Spirit Bonds. Okay. Starfield of Nyx. That's not bad. Zergo Helm Smasher. That's the promo one, I think, from the dual deck. Sure, okay. Anguished Unmaking. It's neat. Steam Augury. That seemed like it was going to be way better than it actually is. Utter End. Okay. Kind of sensing a theme here. Lightning Angel. Abzan Ascendancy. Majoring Responder. Okay. I hope we're not just back into commons here. Well, we're into a lot of commons. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Seems like it might. All right, and just some uncommons here again. Again, hoping to go back to where we were when we were in like the Mirrodin section there for a second. Let's hit some of those. Some Ether Vials, Krark-Clan Ironworks. Maybe Sensei's Divining Top, that was around that era. Nope, seems like we're pretty solidly in more modern times here. Okay, and we're to some gold cards, but again, all commons and uncommons. Okay. Ooh, that's a good card. I like that card a lot. Juniper Order Ranger. Card is awesome in token decks. We got a Lightning Helix, which it's the dual deck one, but it's still a good card. Okay. Every time I see one of those like Ravnica block cards, I'm like, okay, we're getting into the right era here, but again, they're all from those dual decks. All right, Hedron Archive, that's a good card. Springleaf Drum, that's not terrible. Okay. Yep, and we're just churning through the commons here. Squadron Hawk, though, that's cool. If you like that kind of thing. Back into some artifacts. Okay. This stack isn't looking super hot. Let's put these off to the side here. Okay, yep. Lots of uncommons. Nothing too good so far. Hey, more Sarah Angels. Those are from what? All sorts of different sets. Okay. Okay, well, that's that stack. Let's see what's next here. All right, Grim Haruspex, Bloodsoaked Champion, Elusive Tormentor, Asylum Visitor, Mephitic Ooze. Okay, we're in Darksteel for a second there. Nightmare, Triskaidekaphobia from under the floorboards. Okay, hopefully that's not all the rares. We're back into some uncommons here. Fleshbag Marauder's pretty good. I don't think it's worth anything, but I like the card. Okay. Finding a lot more commons and uncommons again. Every once in a while we'll go back to Time Spiral or Mirrodin or something like that just for a tease, I guess. Alright, yep. There's gotta be a pocket of better cards in here pretty soon. There's just gotta be. Alright, we're in Time Spiral again. Okay. Maybe there doesn't have to be. All right, I'm gonna put these down because I'm losing my grip on the stack. Okay. Walking Corpse, Rancid Rats, Death Curse Ogre, Tar Snare, Terror. Okay, there's Mirrodin. Those aren't the Mirrodin cards we want, though. There's some other cards in Mirrodin that I'd like to have. Let's get some Ice-Crown Scepters. How about that? Lightning Greaves. Nope. We're getting Stern Constables. Jeez, lots of Stern Constables. Okay. All right. Nothing much to speak of here. Again, seems like it's all just commons and uncommons here. Okay, back into some uncommons. Maybe we'll hit something good. Singer Vampire. That card was sweet back in the day. Back when we were playing in a revised edition and 4th edition, you get a Singer down and there's not much they can do. Okay. And a rules card at the end. Alright, well, let's take a look at the next stack. Right away I see a Mythic, so that's good. We got an Ulvenwald Hydra and, oh, okay, another Ulvenwald Hydra. That's pretty cool. Lamholt Pacifist / Butcher. Some foils in there. Hunter's Prowess, Soul of the Harvest, Silver for Partisan, Deathcap Cultivator, Zendikar Resurgent, that's alright. Cryptolith Rite, Hardened Scales, that's pretty good. Okay. Now we're talking, and then, okay, nope, now we're back to uncommons. Hit a couple good ones there for a minute, though. Let's see if there's anything else in green, that maybe some Eternal Witnesses. Let's hope for at least one Eternal Witness in here. That'd be pretty sweet. I would be okay with that. Nope, we get Rabid Bite. Okay, lots of plummets. Vines of the Recluse, Vessel of Nascency, Stampeding Rhino. Nothing real hot after that initial burst. That initial burst wasn't. We have more of that in here. Thornhide Wolves, Quilled Wolf, lots of Timberpack Wolf, lots of wolves. Okay. Byway Courier, Ornreef Invoker, Hinterland Logger, Leaf Gilder. Alright, well that's it for the green. That wasn't bad though. We had a few in there. We're getting there. I don't think we're gonna like retire after opening this up after we sell off the results, but so far it hasn't been terrible. I bet we'll be pleasantly surprised when we add it all up at the end. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Alright. So normally we were having that pocket of rares at the beginning, and we didn't get that with blue, which is kind of disappointing. So hopefully it's maybe shuffled to the middle or something, because it seemed like these were pretty well organized. So far this blue has been pretty garbage. We're back into, nope, that's promo deck. I was going to say back into Time Spiral block for a second there, but Got faked out again. Fathom Seer again from that deck. Lamplighter, Stitchwing, Stitch Mangler, Seagraph, Scab, Glint, Impulse. Impulse is cool. Mana Leak, sure. Again, all these ones are from that same... It looks like they bought that one dual deck, Speed versus Cunning? I don't know. I don't think that's it, but... Apparently I like a lot of cards in that deck, because every time I see one, it kind of excites me a little bit. Treasure Cruise, sure. Okay... Yeah, these all seem to just be commons and uncommons in this blue pile, which is a bummer. It's the foil. Ghostly Wings. Confirmed. Okay. Hold on. Now we're into rares. So they were just at the back. Okay. So we've got Nephalia Moondrakes. Thopter Spy Network with a giant crease. Epiphany of the Drownyard. Confirmed Suspicions in foil. That's kind of neat. Engulf the Shore, foil Treasure Cruise. It's in really good condition too. That is awesome. That's got to be worth at least a couple of bucks. Just a couple of big ass Sphinxes and some rattle chains. Okay, oh, foil Treasure Cruise is not nothing. I think that's pretty good. I like that card a lot, and I know it sees play, so. All right, right away we got a Krenko, a couple of Sin Prodders, Fury of the Horde, Flameblade Angel, Shiv, lots of Shivens, 3 Shivens, Devil's Playground, Scrambleverse, Oath of Chandra, Falconwrath, Gorger, Boiling Earth. I hope that was probably all our rares out of the red pile, but let's see. A really bad condition Fire Elemental. Okay, yeah, nothing else seems to be jumping out of the red pile here. You never know. You never know. And that's what makes this fun. Goblin War Chief. Yeah, okay, again, we're back to the dual deck, because apparently I keep seeing cards I like out of that dual deck. Hulking Devil, Pitchburn Devils, Dissension in the Ranks. Okay, Cone of Flame, Goblin Bombardment. I feel like that one, again, it's out of the dual deck. I feel like that one's at least a couple bucks, though. Goblin Bombardment is pretty good, and they haven't printed it that many times. Okay, Lightning Axe. It's a cool picture. Magma Jet. Magma Jet used to be worth something. It's not anymore, but it's still a good card. Sliver in there. Okay. Got an Orcish Cannonade too. It's funny because when you put that on a creature, it's so much better. Orcish Cannonade was not a very good card, but yeah, we're not seeing too much more out of our red pile other than what was right there at the beginning. Heat Ray, really old, bad condition Heat Ray. Okay. Sure. Alright, that was our giant stack of red. Now, I think all that's left is the land pile. So, alright. Battlefield Forge, Shivan Reef, Foreboding Ruins, Wandering Fumarole, Needle Spires, Corrupted Crossroads. Okay, we've got a few rare lands there that might be worth a buck or two. Okay, and it looks like we're into our same pattern of commons and uncommons again. Yep, lots of those. Lots of dual lands that come into play tapped. I was really hoping for some dual lands that didn't come into play tapped. That would have been pretty cool. But alas. Those are a little hard to come by these days, I hear. Grasslands, that's neat. Random shambling remains. Elfame Palace used to be cool before they printed 1,000 other cards like it. Okay, we're into some textless stuff. Island, okay, wastes. I mean, these are decent. Tri-lands, sure. Bunch of blighted lands, okay. Yeah. All right, there's one more stack, and I have a feeling it's just going to be basics, but let's just go through it real quick just to make sure nothing else got mixed in there. Let's take a look. Yep, seems like a basic land pile. You never know, maybe there's some foil lands in here, maybe some more textless ones. Maybe there's a Black Lotus hidden somewhere in there. Probably not, but only one way to find out, right? Okay, we've got lots of basic lands. Lots of basic lands. Forests, plains, etc. All right. So far, I am correct that that is basic lands. And here's the rest of the stack, and I bet this is just going to be more basic lands. But let's just double check. Plains, swamps, plains, and islands. Sure. Yep, they were basic lands. All right. Well, that was fun. I am going to separate all the stuff that I think is worth talking about, and I will be right back to share what I found. All right, I'm back. So I did a little math here, and I sort of calculated up what some of the values were using some sites online. And again, these are retail prices, so I wouldn't be able to sell them for this much. But I came up to about $285. That's including pretty much all the rares, just at bulk prices, but pretty much everything above 50 cents, which is not a very big stack. But there were a couple things that surprised me, and some things that didn't. So out of the revised stuff, these were kind of the bigger ones. There wasn't anything too huge. Lord of Atlantis is definitely probably the most valuable card in the whole box, but you know, these are worth between 3 and 5 a piece. These were all kind of in the same range, between, you know, 3 and 5 or 6 bucks. So those are pretty good. Same here. These are both in the same range. So again, cards that I kind of knew were pretty good. The other thing that kind of surprised me a little bit, I guess not hugely, I just didn't think about it when I was going through it first. A lot of these foil lands here ended up being pretty decent, especially the invasion ones and the older card frames. So those gave us a little bit of extra value, and never hurts to add some foil into your deck. And then the other thing too is the revised basic lands. I've got a giant stack of them. These are all, you know, roughly 50 cents to $1 a piece. Islands are the more expensive ones, and again, they're not hugely valuable, but it all adds up, so there is some value there. And then the real heavy hitter here is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Not really, obviously, but it was kind of hilarious that there were so many of them for such a bad card. So anyway, that's what we did. Turned out pretty decent. I was kind of hoping for 1 or 2 bigger cards in there. It would have been great to hit, you know, a Mana Vault, or, you know, copy artifact, or, you know, getting greedy like a Wheel of Fortune or a dual land or something like that. But it was a lot of fun. We got some cool stuff. I got some stuff that's going to make its way into decks, especially some of those foil lands, maybe some of the revised lands. And I actually did pick up a lot of cards that I was just about to buy for one of my EDH decks, specifically in green. So I think it ended up pretty good. Maybe I'll kind of experiment around and maybe do something like this again in the future. We'll see. But I thought that was pretty fun. So thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you like this video, give it a like, throw me a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.